Hi there. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Robert Osborne, and tonight I've been joined by a true movie lover, director, writer, and producer Edgar Wright. Edgar's the man responsible for a trio of films very popular with those who prefer offbeat movie materials. Those films of his being Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, known to many as the Three Flavors Cornetto Trilogy. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And here to talk with me about some of the films which have inspired him to be a filmmaker. Welcome back, Edgar.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
For his next movie, Edgar selected a film from the 1970s which is based on a true story. It's The Super Cops from director Gordon Parks in 1974, starring Ron Liebman and David Selby. Such a good movie, and not known by a lot of people today.
No, I saw it on TV when I was very young, maybe even like 8, and it was on TV.
Before you got so old.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Probably, I mean, yeah, this film is as old as I am. I was born in 1974, and it's funny that 3 of the movies that I've picked are from 73, 74. But this movie I saw when I was very young, and I think at the time I didn't realize that it was based on a true story, but I was very enamored of it as a child because the cops in it are nicknamed Batman and Robin. Then when I was writing Hot Fuzz, which is a police film that I co-wrote with Simon Pegg, I've found like this movie again, and I was astonished that it was like as good as I remembered, and like obviously as an adult I enjoyed it a lot more. And it was based on a best-selling non-fiction book from 1973 called The Super Cops. And what's amazing about it is, well, Gordon Parks had also directed Shaft,
right.
Famously, and was the first African-American photographer for Life magazine. So he had
The Learning Tree.
The Learning Tree as well. And, you know, his kind of sort of cinema verite sort of style and location filmmaking in New York was amazing. The thing that there's 2 things that I really love about this movie. One is that Ron Liebman's performance is astonishing, and you know, he's a great kind of character actor, and he's usually in supporting parts in the 70s, like The Hot Rock and Where's Popper and Slaughterhouse-5. So it's great to see him in a lead part, and he's so good in it. It made me wonder why he wasn't a bigger star, because like he's got sort of an energy that's somewhere like between kind of Al Pacino or Dustin Hoffman, but he's so funny and engaging in this movie. And to me, this is one of the real surprises about The Super Cops. And the other aspect of it that I really like is that the screenplay is by Lorenzo Semple Jr., who I got to meet, actually. I showed The Super Cops in Los Angeles. I was very proud because I showed it at Quentin Tarantino's cinema, the New Beverly, and he had never seen it. So I was very proud that I'd found a film that Quentin Tarantino had never seen. But I did a Q&A with Lorenzo Semple Jr. and David Selby. In fact, there is a line from The Super Cops which I completely stole for Hot Fuzz. And when I met Lorenzo Semple Jr., I told him and apologized for like stealing one of his lines.
I'm so glad you picked it because it'll introduce it to people that don't know it, and it should be known.
Absolutely. I think for Ron Liebman's performance alone, I think this is a movie that, and such a great time capsule, such an amazing, like, sort of film of the period as well.
Yeah. Well, let's see the film. Here it is from 1974, based on the real lives of 2 New York City cops who are nicknamed Batman and Robin. Based on the book by L.H. Whitmore, The Super Cops.